everyone, and welcome to Sister Talk Show. My name is LaShawan Yasharala, and I'm here to introduce our first episode of Sister Talk and Pillow Talk. Sister Talk is a show about Israelite women living in today's culture. We bridge the gap between our younger generation of women and our older, wiser generation of women. Me. I'm bringing in my daughters today, and we're going to talk about women, wigs, and weaves. Yay or nay? Help me welcome my daughters into the talk show. Girls, come in. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hello. And I just would like to take this time out to allow my daughters to introduce themselves to you. And we're going to start here to my left.
Hi, I'm Ariala Yasharala.
Hi, I'm Elishabai.
I'm Malaka Yasharala.
And these are the Yasharala girls. So today, as I said, we're going to discuss women, wigs, and weaves. Should we or shouldn't we? And so let's talk about, girls, what do you think about the topic of women, our women, Israelite women, wearing wigs and weaves?
Well, for one, my opinion is that I feel like it should be acceptable. Only because myself, I wear wigs, but it's not because I'm setting out to deceive anyone. It's more so because coming into the truth and learning that my natural hair is favored and it's a gift of the Most High and it's an identity for me. It's also a struggle for our women because I don't have anyone to turn to tell me how to do my natural hair. I went years, my whole life I did relaxers, and then after that I started doing sew-ins and weaves like that, and so I never really knew like how to do my natural hair. So when I went natural, to me it seemed like, oh, it would be easy when I did my big chop. But as your hair grows and it starts to change and you start experiencing new issues, it can be a struggle. And sometimes you just need a break, and sometimes it's good for your hair to have a break in a protective style to keep it safe. So I, for one, feel like it is a form of a protective style, and to some degree it should be acceptable.
I mean, for me, I honestly think that it should be allowed because just like she said, for a lot of women, it's kind of like, our hair is like, it's kind of harder to maintain than most people's type of hair. So I think in understanding like what it takes to actually maintain and like take care of our hair, it makes a lot more sense because like she said, like, I think when it came to our people and like actually forgetting like our culture and everything and how we did things, it's taken us a while, like even now, like just now I really start to understand how to take care of our hair. So even in doing that, it's a lot of work. So sometimes you have to let your hair rest, you know. So I think it's okay to, you know, do that. It's not really to deceive. It's just that our hair, it's high maintenance. So I definitely think it should be okay.
I think it's okay. Some people or some women may use weaves to make themselves look better because some people have insecurities about their hair because what other people may say about it maybe is too short, so they use weave to basically kind of cover that part of themselves up. And that's where I see the issue. But other than that, the way I see it is just a way to you know, keep your hair protected, or to just take a break from having to take care of it because sometimes just to wash it may take a whole day, and not everyone wants to do that every week.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely agree. I was going to touch on that as well. I do feel like I said, that it should be acceptable. I do understand what other people say about how weave can be used as a cover-up, like she said. But that's another issue as well. I just don't feel like we should be bashed or told, oh, you shouldn't wear a weave because it's deceiving us, when really sometimes we just need that break. Some women do need encouragement and telling them they're beautiful with their natural hair, but that comes into another thing, which I feel like we'll be touching on today, is the bashing that comes along with being natural. A lot of women will branch out. It takes a lot of self-confidence to step outside with your afro these days, because especially when you first start. When I first cut my hair, I had like less than an inch of hair on my head. And because hair is such a big thing for women, that took a shot to my confidence. But it took confidence to go outside and show people that, you know, I'm taking a step to wear my natural hair, instead of bashing our women for maybe not looking the best at that point. I feel like you should encourage them, like, you know what, I'm glad you went natural, I'm glad you're trying it out. It looks, you know, we'll work on it, sis, but I'm glad you did it. Like, but don't say, oh, y'all be out here looking raggedy with y'all natural hair, like, try to fix your hair or something. Like, different products don't work for everybody. And so it's trial and error. It takes a long time to find out which products make your hair look good. Some make them look dry, or maybe in the house it looks good, but when you get outside in the humidity, it puffs up, shrinks up on one side, the wind hits it in one area, and now your afro is not it's
perfectly round. Well, that kind of segues into the next part of what I wanted to discuss in terms of scripture. One of the things that you said that I thought was very interesting, and it's also scriptural, when you say that women, when we have short hair, or our hair really helps us to feel, you know, beautiful. It makes us feel a certain level of self-confidence and self-esteem. And so when our hair isn't right, you know, it ain't nothing else right, guys. And ladies, you know what I'm talking about. But what I want to say is, referring it back to scripture, 1 Corinthians 11:15 talks about the woman's hair being her glory. The length of her hair being her covering. And so we, you know, as women, it's in us to love our hair and to want to be beautiful. And we also know, based on Isaiah 3 verse 17, that the Most High cursed our scalps because we walked after foreign women. We walked after foreign women, and so he cursed our scalp to where our hair, back in the day, we used to be able to grow hair. Long, beautiful hair. Most people wouldn't know that. But because of our sin, because we walked after and wanted to be as the women of other nations, it brought this curse onto us. So with that being said, I want to also talk about our Israelite men's perception. Based on your experiences, what do you feel is the perception of some of our Israelite men as it pertains to us wearing natural hairstyles?
Alright, so their perception. I've heard various men and the truth's perception on whether or not we should wear weaves, and basically they all say no. But I feel like we should all be a little open to like that option for us, because I, for one, I've gone to work with my head looking a mess because I missed my wash day, because that's wash day is a day where like you basically go through the whole process of washing your hair, like she said, and it literally takes a whole day, and so you need all night for your hair to dry. But sometimes you don't have time to do your hair on a whole day to do your hair. So I've had times where I've gone to work because of trying to wear my natural hair instead of wearing other hairstyles, and my hair's been wet, gel still in it, it's all white and nasty looking, and so that's embarrassing. So sometimes, you know, I feel like I definitely understand what y'all are saying as men, that y'all want y'all women to have pride, but I feel like there's another side to it too that you guys have as a responsibility, is to support us and speak up on our behalf, because that's when we're bashed in media, or when other nations of people speak down on us, other women of different descents speak on us, we never hear you guys speak up to defend us. It's always us having to defend ourselves. So I respect you guys' position, but at the same time, try supporting us as women and support us on this journey of trying to be natural.
Yes.
For me, what I think is that, I mean, from my experience, like from what I've seen, I usually always get compliments on my natural hair. So, I mean, there's been a few times where it's just kind of like, by black men, I've gotten, like, compliments, like, either, like, in school, maybe, like, walking somewhere, and they'll be like, oh, I love your hair, and I'm like, thank you. But, like, I think there's only like maybe a few times where somebody would say, "Oh, your hair look nappy, this, and that." You know, like little things like that kind of make you feel insecure about your natural hair. It's kind of like, well, it's not nappy. You know, no things like that. So I feel like as far as like what she said about like just having that support, because if black men are doing that, everybody else is gonna do it. Like, you're not just, I mean, that's just how it is. So you have like different women of different nations being like, oh, well, yeah, your hair is this, your hair is that, because they feel like it's okay to say it.
Right.
So, yeah, that's just how I feel about the whole situation.
That's good.
I think that with most women have like those issues because of the lack of support and encouragement. I feel like if women heard those things, then it'll make them feel like, okay, well, I can go outside the house with my natural hair out with, you know, feeling confident.
Right.
So I think that's what our women need is more encouragement.
Right.
Like, go up there, rock your hair. You know, that's
right.
what we want to see.
That's right. Oh, right. I love it. I love it. So I love the direction that this conversation is taking. So let me ask you all, do you feel that there is a double standard for the women of Judah or the women of Israel versus women of other nations? Do you feel like our men have a double standard and basically expressing what they like and they don't like when it comes to natural hair?
Yes. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I see stuff that men probably don't see, our men probably don't see, and that is that Caucasian women, Hispanic women, foreign women, whatever it is to them that you consider to be foreign, they wear weave too. Because a lot of them are on there teaching us how to install these wigs and all this thing like that, or they're installing their own wigs, and they look real. But all I see on social media is when a girl, like, there's these clips on Instagram where a woman will have her hair installed, a black woman, dark skin, will have her hair installed, and she'll pull her wig up in the front to show you how good the lace looks on the front. Right. And then men are in the comments bashing them, saying, "Oh, you're deceiving us. That's wrong of you. That's witchcraft," and all this other kind of stuff. And I understand, yeah, it is a little trippy because it looks so real. Right. But then it's like the girl that you're taking on a date, the Spanish girl with the good hair, right, that you're taking on a date has to take same exact weave as me, but if she was to take it off, you'd be like, "Oh, you still look beautiful." Right. But then when we do it, it's more like deception, like, "Oh, you need to wear your real hair and stop wearing these wigs and doing all this stuff to yourself and just be yourself." But then we're not the only women who do that. There's a whole pool of women who do it, not just black women.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, because when it comes to like the double standard, even with us when it comes to like how we do like the box braids and all that kind of stuff, different hairstyles, we get bashed. You're like, oh, I'm gonna snatch your hair out, this and that, like, oh, we know it's fake.
Or that horse hair.
Yeah. This is kind of like what other, like, now there's like more Hispanic girls doing it, more white girls trying to do it, and it's more like for them, oh, okay, you doing something, you look cute, this and that. When they have weave in their hair too, like that, not all that's their real hair. So I feel like it's definitely a double standard. Like when we do it, it's just kind of like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Right. You know, even though we, like, I think for us, we look for like men to be like, okay, that looks pretty, like you look beautiful. So I think now it's more so with us, like as like a nation, we're more so like, okay, we're supporting each other as women when it comes to.
That's right. That's right. Come on, we're supporting each other.
Also in days like this, they also have weave for men too. Like I've seen on Instagram all different types of things, like men getting fake dreads and
oh
just
my
like
gosh, that is so
bald
funny.
spots, fake hair.
Wow.
Yes. So it's kind of like you can't bash our women for wanting to wear weaves, like, cause you do it too. Y'all do it too. You can't lie about that.
You know what? Then maybe we should do what they do and bash them under y'all videos on Instagram with y'all little weaves in. And then the Indian dudes with the nice hair, we should tell them that their haircuts look nice, like y'all do us. That's what y'all do.
Right, right. No, but it's that everything that you guys are saying is so true. I can remember growing up in middle school and high school, and I went to schools that were predominantly white kids, okay? And when I would be in school and the girls would look at my hair, if I wore box braids or however I wore my hair, they will always say, "Oh my gosh, I wish that I had your hair. This is what the white girls would say. I wish that I had your hair. You can do so much with your hair. Your hair is so versatile. And yet we're the only people who believe that our hair is a curse when it's actually a blessing. We can do so much to our hair. We can weave it. We can wear wigs. We can put box braids in it. We can wear spiked hair, you know, updos, whatever style. We can cut it in a bob. We can, you know, there's so many different things that we can do with our hair that make us one of the most blessed, actually the most blessed people in the world. And so this is what Sister Talk is all about. We come together and we uplift and encourage one another so that we can now begin to build stronger families and stronger daughters, to have confidence in who they are naturally and who the Most High God created them to be. So this is what Sister Talk is all about. Now, going into our next episode, episode number 2, guys, we're going to talk about interracial marriage and dating, and what does the Bible say about it? Hot topic too. Thank you so much for joining Sister Talk Show. We will see you guys in episode 2. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Morning, baby. Ever since I was a kid, my hair was everything. I had to be fixed. Only then was I perfect. What do you think? Perfect. Baby, whether you're high or low, you got to tip on the top.
You're my go-to girl. Good job.
Tonight is going to be the happiest moment of my life.
What do you get? The perfect woman. Meet Lola.
I was expecting a ring. You said I'm perfect.
24/7 perfection. You never let your hair down.
You don't want you on the account.
You can sponsor like 6 kids with that money you spend it for your hair.
Excuse me?
I apologize to my daughter. She knows better.
Wow. Just be yourself.
Who would that be? The anal compulsive Miss Perfect cut or the not fun, never spontaneous weave?
Well, personally, I really like the weave.
I've worked so hard to be perfect, and it still wasn't enough.
You think this is just something you did on a whim? I think you've been building up to it.
You gotta own it, girl. Yes.
Where are you going? To dinner.
What brothers want is a woman who's real.
My dad won't let me perm my hair.
You don't need to do that.
This craziness has got to stop.
That's right. That's right.
My hair was like a second job. Now I'm forced to focus on myself. I wonder who I'll be.
Everyone, and welcome back. I just wanted to stop by and say thank you so much for joining us for our very first episode of Sister Talk, our Pillow Talk edition. I wanted to also let you all know that we here at Sister Talk believe strongly in empowering our Israelite women through entrepreneurship and through spiritual growth. And so this commercial is just to let you know that if you have a service or a product that you are selling or that you provide to other Israelite groups, to please send us a description of your product as well as samples of your product or description of your services so that we can choose the best 3 products or services to put as commercials within the talk show. You can email me at sistertalkshow100@gmail.com. That's sistertalkshow100@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you episode 2. Goodbye.